Woo! All right, all right, all right. So I gotta know, can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm gonna check on a quick, I gotta check a quick audio check. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio. That's always a thing when trying out all these streaming things. Sounds easy, but somehow it's always a thing. So let me see if you guys can hear the audio from my computer real quick. Okay, you should have heard it by now, so let me know. Can you hear it? The actual audio from my computer? Okay, all right. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me see real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Stop screen, present, video file, no, share screen, share tab audio. Boom, boom. Oh, okay, there we go. Share system audio. That's what it was. My bad. My bad. All right. You should actually hear this now. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we're good. About to stop this thing real quick. Let's put it as a background. So what's good, man? What's good, everybody? Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm pretty excited. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please subscribe to the homie, the one and only Sam Drumlo. What up? Dude, thank you so much for submitting beats. I'm really excited. I know it's been a little bit since we dropped a tape together, but I'm really looking forward to that next iteration, if you will. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're starting kind of the new season for the tape. Full disclosure, working on wrapping up the other tape, the one that you guys submitted for last year. So we'll be dropping that soon. I think you saw already our homegirl Miss Jewel or Miss Jules. Is it Miss Jules or Miss Jewel? I may be tripping. But yeah, you've maybe seen her already talking about it in the cartel tape section, tape chat. Um, Collaborate with her, be nice to her because her project is pretty much dropping this tape for us or helping us drop it, market it, all that stuff. So be nice, be nice, be nice, play nice, work with her, help her, um, and yeah, she's put together a little calendar, which I think we're a little behind on, but it's mainly because we haven't given her the things she needs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you may have seen this in our chat. Relevant dates, cartel tape. She put together a whole little calendar, so you guys could see essentially everything that she's planning. So we're a little behind. We may be a week behind actually. So this may be just everything but shifted out a week. But anyways, she's putting together a whole bunch of content to drop the tape and really have a good time. So help her out. All right. So with that being said, let's review these beats, man. Let's get right to it. I got a couple of you guys who submitted. So let's see. Well, first of all, should I be posting on Instagram? Should I be posting on Instagram that I'm live? Thing is, I'm doing this through my phone. Just give me a sec, guys. Let's post on Instagram real quick. Let's post on Instagram. We live. We live, son. Oh, but I messed it up. All right, whatever. My video will be back in a sec, boys. We are live. So I used my camera to record the audio cracking. Just give me a sec. Real quick, I'm just posting on the Instagrams that I'm live, and then I promise you guys we'll get right to it. Okay. Copy link. We get some other producers in here checking this out. And let's go to story, live on. We live on YouTube. Close this down. All right, let's add the little link. I'm almost there, guys. I promise. Promise. Give me 1 sec. All right. Woo. Cool. Sweet. Sweet. All right. Let me turn my camera back on and let's keep it moving. All right. I got the little filter boy and flip it, and you may be able to see me again. Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. So we back. Let's do it. So, first beat. So, I do have some feedback real quick, and it's not about the beats so much as it is about just make sure that you guys are always putting your name on your beats, man. Always put your name on your beats. Cool. So I see a couple of you guys dropped your beats in the submit event entries, and only Exio put his name, man. Make sure you put your name. You know, if most of you guys may hear or may see a lot of music or whatnot, there's so much music moving through our server constantly that easily stuff can get lost. I cannot tell you how many times I've had a beat that I'm like, I don't know whose beat this is. I really couldn't find it. So, all right. So with that, this hypnotizing track is my boy Pineapple. This shit is nuts. I looped it. I found the loop. It's crazy. It's good. All right, let's go. Running it from the top. Learn how to use Ableton. So good. So good. Such a good beat to start out, man. All right. That's a sick beat, man. That's a sick beat. I mean, just the beat itself, I love it. Doom, 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 Doom Xmas. The beat itself, I'm in love with it. It's so hypnotizing. I could play it in the background while we're just chatting it up. I love it. Now, my only feedback so far, because I always give feedback, it's just my nature. I can't help myself, man. But Pineapple, the only thing, if you're on in the chat, you may be in the chat, you may not. And some of you guys may have noticed this, you may have not. The aesthetic to some of these beats, and it doesn't have to be the case always. This is more of a taste thing, but the aesthetic is generally speaking, a lot of hip hop beats are either ran or performed through some sort of, MPC, SP, machine. And so beats that are very consistent and hypnotizing like this, I always like to do stops and emulate how I would play it on the SP or on MPC or on a machine. I like to emulate that even if it's on Ableton, if that makes sense. It's a stylistic thing. I mean, you're submitting to a Drumlo challenge, so I'm going to say how I feel given my style. That's the only thing with a hypnotizing beat like this that just captures your attention to give that like added just like sense of euphoria. You want to have some bing ding 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 ding, like tape stops, fade into like delays, reverb, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I think it's awesome. I do like that you're playing a lot with with your composition. So it just like the whole thing moves and it doesn't get at any point, it never got boring to me, so everything at this point is just really a stylistic choice. I think it's mixed really well. I would even venture to say it's mastered pretty well. So a little gem I'm gonna give you guys. I don't know if I've ever said this to you guys on the Discord, but I'll say it and so it stays in YouTube for posterity. Is a little gem is your headphones. I have really nice DT 900 Pro X's by Biodynamics. Yeah. Those are my like monitors, like monitor headphones, open back. And I also have some close back somewhere. There may be like over there, over there. Where are they? So, but why am I listening to on these? The reason I listen to my own music on regular shitty little like work headphones, these are my work headphones that I have like calls all day, is this is my way of seeing if the music is transferring into real speakers, if you will. You know how some producers have like real speakers, like legit, just normal speakers, not monitors, and that's just to see like how your mix and master is coming out. So I do the same. So right now for this challenge, I wanted to listen to it not through the real high def monitors, but rather through my like regular how I would listen to music. Like I'm working, I put music in the background, this how I listen to it. So, yeah, just saying, just giving a little gem, guys. If you don't already have just regular little headphones, like crappy headphones, get some, so that way you can kind of make sure music is good. All right, let me do something real quick. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna go with Exio next. What up? What up? What up? PBB Beats. Yo, 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 just here for the algorithm. You're so funny, Pedro. You're hilarious, man. But thank you. Thank you for being here. So, by the way, I decided to do YouTube Live because I do want to build over time, whether it's today or in a month or in a year. My YouTube, I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I do want to put content on YouTube and like from my own music and stuff like that. It's the better platform. I don't think Twitch longevity wise is going to be the better platform. So I might as well just upload these streams up to YouTube and just go with it. Okay. All right. Next up, Exio. like the panning. Ooh, I like that. Nice, man. It's a real chill beat. I love it. I do like it. There's a couple techniques I really like in there. Um, yeah, dude, this is needless to say. Hold on, sorry. I'm clicking around on the wrong screen. This is really dope, man. There's some stuff some of you guys come up with that I mean, I'm sure I could figure out, but like just off the top of my head, I wouldn't even know how to do it. You found it hard to use the sample, okay. Axio found it hard to use. I think I don't know. We'll listen to a sample in a second just to remind us what it was, and I'll go over my thoughts on like how to use that sample and whatnot. Yeah, I agree, EC. I think his drums were dope. They're like really cool and fitting to the aesthetic. There's only one mixing advice I give you and let it resonate to some of you guys. And this is from experience, not from like speaking from like a theory perspective. But sometimes when you add reverb to drums, just be careful not to add it to the low end, or that the reverb isn't like the low end, you're not having it splash around. It can get kind of messy and muddle up your low end. So you usually want the reverb to be mids and highs or highs. So in this case, for example, I probably wouldn't add the reverb to the kick. I kept hearing the kick like either reverb or delay. Well, it's a reverb, right? I wouldn't add it to the kick. That's the only. It's not terrible, but it's just saying like if you want a really nice, clean low end, which is usually the case, and I think that's the aesthetic you usually go for, Exio. You don't wanna add that reverb to the just to the kick. And then what will happen is it'll give this effect of like the kick is here, so it's like duk duk psh, and it just feels at least that's the way I see it because I think of space a lot in beats. The snare will feel like it's like psh, so it's like duk duk psh, duk duk psh. But when the whenever the kick itself has what's it called? Like whenever the kick itself has the reverb, it will not give you that effect. It will give you like the drums are over there all the time because so anyways, just a little thing. I did like there's this one part here where you let the sample play through and then it comes right back. And it was like really cool. It didn't make sense to me how you're gonna bring it back. And those are the best beats that I just feel like, uh-oh, it's like getting off the rails and then you bring it back. I think it's around here. Hold on. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. No. I missed it. Yeah, I think so. This part. That part. Right here, you get off, not offbeat in a bad way, but like you break the pattern right here. Cool. And then it's like, uh-oh. Right right there. That was really good. That was really solid composition. Like the I can't tell what the sample's doing, but it's essentially like off, just off from like the previous whatever you're doing. And here it just like kind of flutters off, and then you just bring it right back with like a pause of the drums, and then right here. Right here. Yeah. So cool, man. Exio, man, he has a really, I think it's your video. I know you have like your background is really, well, in many things, but like a lot of it is visual. Um, Hold on. So yeah, Exio, I know your background is mainly visual, and so like I think you bring that perspective of like composition and vibe to it that is really dope. I think a lot of producers struggle with space. You know, they're just thinking of sample, they're thinking of chopping, drums gotta be hard, and it's like I think one thing that really appeals to me, your music appeals to me, is like the space you create and the composition. You always are taking me through this whole journey. The feedback I always give you, and this is actually mixed really well, by the way, full disclosure. But the only feedback I always have for Exio is just like like more the technical stuff on the mixing side, which I think he's already getting really, really well. Alrighty, last thing I'll say, these wave. I think this is the snare. Sometimes when the snare's so pokey, like look, it's the highest waveform of the entire thing, right? Um, right, it's like really louder visually and audible to the kick, right? One thing that I see some producers struggle with is that ratio of like snare to kick. That's a thing, by the way, right? So you want the kick to be related to the bass. You want the kick to hit in relative somehow, whether it's harder or below whatever. And then you want the snare to be relative to the kick. I'm not saying it needs to be louder, just think of like kick, snare. So if the kick is like really low and the snare is really loud, just something to think about. In this case, I would probably I wouldn't necessarily turn it down. I just think it has like a little splash or a peak at one point. I'd probably put a limiter just on the snare, just to limit that peak from spiking, like just 2 or 3 dB will round that out and won't cause your meters to spike. All right. EC, your turn, bro. XEO, really good work, man. That's a sick chop. Right here. Ooh! EC, always bring it in. Dude, I love this stuff. Yo, I just want to give a big shout out to Mateo, Mateo, EC's son. He's the man. He's a little man of the show. Big shout out to Mateo, buddy. 2 high fives, man. Let me know if you like this track, Mateo. That's my nephew's son. My nephew's name too. Mateo. I love Mateo, bro. It's a great name. Dude, man, EC, first of all, I know your music intimately. I've been listening to it for almost a year now since we met, and I've been big fan of yours, man. I'm a big fan of all my friends. I think I seem to make friends with the people I really like their music. So, I'm a big fan of your music, EC, as you know. And I don't know if it's just me, my perspective. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think like what you're experimenting with in this beat, I really fuck with because I think you're playing with like space and time, just space really. You're just like really trying to create a space. You're not doing too much composition and too much of that stuff is more just about like creating this like vibe. And I can really appreciate that. I like what you're doing. Just really, really, really dope. Like putting me in what I call the chamber, dude. Just like I'm inside of this bubble, just listening to this track and just bobbing my head. You Yeah, I like EC. He puts this his snare his drums are always just amazing. Like I know to you EC maybe they're like you don't realize how good they are. I don't know, but they're crazy. I like your drums. That the snare keeps the entire beat moving the whole time. You're just like mesmerized, but that snare is what keeps like the true north of the beat, if that makes sense. Um, a couple of thoughts on a few parts. So, I mean, AC knows what he's doing arrangement wise and whatnot. So I'm just kind of saying my stylistic approach to a beat like this would be so there's parts that in the resolution of an 8 bar loop, meaning the last part, the way I think of loops, and this is just me, right? Like when I chop, I loop, whatever. The very last part of something, you usually want this like tension, 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 release, right? And so there's parts you're building tension, and then in the part that's supposed to be release, you're adding more elements, which sometimes is cool. Like there's a part in here that the little doo 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 doo, like whatever the resolution at the end of the loop is, you put like a nasty reverb kind of so it gets lost into a room, and that's cool. That's cool. But I would just say stylistically, I always try to choose like in an 8 bar loop, like what is what is all the tension I'm building? Like in a basketball game, they dribble, they do all this stuff, and then boom, and then they like float up, and then they just like nicely lay it up, right? And then the crowd goes wild when they see that last little soft part, right? And so I would say, I mean, you do a really good job of it already. I would just say there's a couple parts that I was waiting for it, and then you added more elements instead of taking away to give that whatever. So it was like, it's cool. It definitely creates a vibe. That's just my thoughts, but it's dope. I wouldn't overthink it. I think this is a dope beat. This is a rap, man. Just this is dope. This is cool. Yeah, parts like this, for example, you'll see. So in the resolution right here, like this is just my thoughts, right? Like just stylistic thoughts. Okay, so this is the beginning, right? It's building, it's building, building. Okay, so in that resolution there, what I would want to hear is a lot of just those drums. Like maybe solo them out, maybe just do a low pass where you just hear the blah 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 blah, right? Right? Right here. Right? Instead, they kind of go under everything. And so it's cool. It's a stylistic thing, but just saying you do get more wow points when you bring that forward and just goes nuts. But dude, this track is dope. As always, I'm just giving you feedback just from my own ears. Mad respect. I would happily add this to a playlist and listen to this, man. All right, Pedro, 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 PBB Beats. Let me just say the intro, he's already winning. This is like crazy. Like I don't even know what he's doing, and I love that about tracks that I'm like, what's going on? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, so good. Oh my God, Pedro, what the is going on? So good. Bro, I want to say something about Pedro, bro. I'm about to go on a rant about Pedro, bro. Is Pedro here? Is Pedro even here right now? How can I see who's watching right now? I hate that I don't get to see. We're gonna totally listen to this again. I'm gonna break it down as to why I think it's crazy and dope and fucking just, dude, forget people being, you know what I'm saying? Like at one point, forget people being famous or not. It doesn't matter if they're famous for something to be dope. Some things have like a certain complexity, but simplicity at the same time that it's just genius. Like it's just really, really, really good. And I think this is one of those just like, damn, like what? So I mean, where do I begin? First of all, just from the very beginning. So one thing that, and I've mentioned this to Pedro before. So okay, first rant about Pedro before I go into the track and like the specifics about the track. I feel like Pedro, bro. I mean, he's a friend, he's a buddy. So I'm gonna say this openly. I feel like Pedro is like one of those, just like, when you like when you train, like, I don't know, an athlete. I don't know if you guys have ever done sports. Probably most of you guys have, or at one point, and you just are by the coach just getting beat up, right? You're just beating up this athlete so they get better and better and better, and then boom, and then finally they just like show up to game time and they're sick. That's Pedro, dude. We have given him so much feedback, and I say we, man, including EC, including That's Chill, me, everybody that's been a homie from the beginning. We've been giving him so much feedback. I never let him off easy. Never. I don't remember last time I just said, yeah, that's dope and didn't say anything else. Always give him a hard time. All that being said, dude, Pedro, got to give him the world in terms of his, you know what I'm saying? Like the credit that he deserves. This man has taken all of that and he continues to take and always get better. He's one of those like, like you could beat up Pedro a million times, he just gets better and better and better. And that's I think what it takes to truly, for me to be like, wow, about somebody's music, you got to be willing to go through the pain cave, bro. So I could appreciate Pedro for that. So let's talk about the specifics of what makes this beat great. I don't know if you guys think this beat is outstanding or not. Like I see fire in the chat, so that's dope. But I don't know if we're all on the same page as to the why. So I'll break down the why for me, and I'm just analyzing. First of all, the intro to any track, and remember this, guys. This is a little gem. The intro to any track is, you are setting the intent for the track. So don't think of, oh, intro should be like this or like that. Whatever the intro is, you're essentially bringing someone into your world, especially in instrumental music. You're bringing them into your world to then boom, take him through a journey for 1, 2, 3 minutes, right? So his intro's nuts. Like I don't even know how he did this intro. I don't know, right? Like this isn't just a low pass filter. It's like low pass filter with like some just degradation. I don't know what's going on. I love it. And then to bring it back on the note that is the brightest note of the entire track, and just like give you that ping, like it just, man, like it really pulls you in to listen to the whole track. No lie. Okay. So now let's listen. Okay. So I like that he's using the sample really creatively with the reverses there. So I like that a lot. I'm not a big reverse sample guy, so the way he did it was so tasteful that I fuck with it. So that's really cool, right? So he's using elements again, like the reverse, only the last bar of the 4 bars here. So he did it, you know, 2 bars reverse here, and then in the first 4, and then in the second 4, he brings in that piano sample, and then he reverses here just the last bar, and it just kind of like ties it all together. It's really dope. But then this transitions when it got nuts for me. So far, I thought everything he was doing was pretty standard. And this is what's cool about tracks like this. And you'll see Dilla, you'll see Madlib do this to you. They'll start out with something that looks so simple and they'll carry you with them. And then next thing you know, they do something nuts that you're like, what just happened, right? Check this out. Like that is insane, bro. Like what? I always criticize beat makers, like amateur or whatever. Like I criticize beat makers a lot with their composition. A lot of times that's how like one of the things I bring up. Dude, this is nuts. Like to bring it to this next section, that bridge is insane. I'm officially copying this, what you just did here. I'm officially copying this part in other tracks of mine. When you hear me do this, that's the Pedro for me. I'm not saying no other artists have done it, but that thing where he puts a vocal here, mutes out everything, puts a vocal there, and then at the snare here, just like brings you the reverse to then drop the sample. That's the Pedro for me. I'm doing that. And the way he what's it called, process the sample, like the flickering or whatever, that's something you can do in the SP. I don't think that he did an SP because I don't think he has an SP. But whatever effect he's using in MPC, I think, so the down sampling or whatever he's using in the SP, there's a thing that just like it's like a cassette emulation thing. I love it, man. I love that. I love the aesthetic. And it doesn't sound like anything else. It doesn't sound like, oh, the usual. It's like so original. Pedro. Man, this is nuts. This is a great track, man. I'm really proud of Pedro for bringing the heat like that. Um, Dude, yeah, fuck. Pedro, yeah, you just missed the entire thing about you. I went on a rant about you, bro. Um, so my feedback for Pedro, I got to do it every time. I got to do it. First and foremost, if I was him, I wouldn't change anything about this beat. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's fine as it is. I would just throw my feedback in the trash, right? The only thing I think would make this beat better, any better, would be drum selection. The drums are, I get it, they're underspoken, they're just chill. I think you could have picked like a kick that knocks a little more. Doesn't have to come through all the way, but just knocks like underwater knock. I don't know that I'm sold on the drums themselves. The whole track's amazing, so I'd be happy to listen to it. I just think that's the only room for improvement. And then the other thing is the ping. So I would say this. I think you're doing a really good job with dynamics in the entire track. Why? What do I mean? What's the quietest part of the track compared to what's the loudest part, right? So loudest part, right? Quietest part, right? Like, but what I would say, Pedro, is the next step for your journey is, man, first of all, the composition's on point. I would say the chops are crazy and on point, and all the techniques, you've gotten really good at sampling, man. Like advanced level sampling for sure. In your composition, I would just think through parts where you turn certain drums down, certain sounds down to bring others up. So, for example, the bing, I would at some points be adding reverbs to the bing like later on, or like just moving that around. If it's always the same place, bing, 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 that's the only thing that could get better. But yeah, the I think the drum selection itself, and then just the space that you create, just lower volumes of play around with in your like. Are there parts where the drums get louder? Are there parts where the drums get quieter? Are there parts that the ping kind of gets farther away or gets pan left or right? That's what really takes, I think, this beat to that next level. But this is amazing. It's great. All right, Big Damn. Big Damn's next. Can I just say this is mixed perfectly? Like, yeah, it's mixed perfectly, right? You see? Like, there's nothing too loud, nothing too quiet. It's like, it's just fucking right. It's crazy. Woo! I like how the snare gets like really close and then the second snare is always really far away. Look at how close this snare is to this kick. Like here to here and then here to here. Look here. Sorry, it's moving. Hold on. So this snare here is so close to this kick, like the swing of the snare versus this to here. Check it out. Right? It's crazy. Right? Woo! Yeah. This kick, right? You see, this kick that's what I'm talking about, knocking. It's just like, also a snare. The snare is gross. Big Damn, let me know what snare this is. So much space. Yeah, and then and then the snare comes so soon, right? You see, it's like done perfectly. Bro, I want this drum break. Like I want this drum break exactly as it is, dude. Hold on, I want to loop this shit. This is crazy. Hold on. Hold on, what the fuck? I'm like having like a Rain Man moment and not in the good way. Hold on, where's the kick? This kick, this pattern, hold on, is it? Wait, am I off? Like I just want the loop to kick. I don't know what am I doing wrong here to loop this shit. Oh, that's a loop. Yeah. Bro, so good. So good. Where's my thing? Where is it? Audio effects. What am I looking for? Isotope. Drums. Where's the drums? No, master rebounds. Master rebounds. Let's just see. I want to see some. Dude, fuck, these drums are amazing. All right. Yeah, man, it's so good, right? So big damn, bro, damn, dude. It's so good, mixed really well. I like the space you created. I think some of the workshops you were a part of a couple of weeks ago, which I need to get on those again. But the workshops you were part of, I think they're paying off. I mean, your mix is really, 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 I think balanced. From what I can tell. Let me see something. Yeah, it's so good. By the way, if you guys don't ever do this, yeah, it's a really fast tempo. 96 BPM is pretty fast. For me, it's really fast. Um, but it's good. It feels good. It feels right. If you don't do this in your mix, whenever you're mixing and mastering, or when you're mixing or whatever, think of putting a putting the putting the whole mix in mono. Put the whole mix in mono and see what it sounds like. Because everything comes to the center, you'll be able to see if some things are too loud or louder than others. So, right, everything's in front of you. So what I do is, so usually in my session, I'm not mixing in mono. I'm just like, just normal. And then the minute I start mixing, like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start mixing. I put the mono at the very end of the mix, and I make the entire track mono just for the mixing portion. And I mix, and then I'll check in sometimes, but I'll mix. I'll just mix. I'm not messing with it. I'm just like whatever. And then sometimes I'll be fighting for like an hour and I'll forget it's in mono. I forget. Like I'm really fighting to try to make this mix real balanced. And I forget it's in mono. And it's like, oh, it's in mono. And I go back, it sounds so full, you know? Um, yeah, that's a gem. That's a gem right there, man. So mix and mono, not you don't have to always do it, but at least a check for sure. For sure, at least a check. Like before you go to fully master something, do a check because it will really show you because everything's lined up in front of you. The loudest things will be louder in the mix because there's no space. And you'll be able to see like if the bass is hidden or the bass is overpowering, you'll hear it real quick. So um nice, nice. Big damn. I love that. So the drums were one shots. He's not respecting the grid. I like that. Disrespecting the grid. That should be a tape. We should make a tape named Disrespecting the Grid. And using the swing function in FL. Yeah, disrespecting the grid is definitely part of it. Oh shit. Yeah. Dilla Time. If you haven't read this, it's really good. Lots of gems, lots of really cool stuff. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy in here. Um, yeah, they have like all kinds of explanations behind his. Whoa, where's the camera? Behind his timing. You see this? Like all kinds of explanations. It's really cool. So, yeah, Big Damn, real good, man. Let's see, feedback wise. I want to see how loud this thing is. It sounds loud to me before I go to feedback. Look at you getting some loves, bro. Damn, dude. Big Damn, bro. This is really good, man. Mix and master wise, I'm down. Um, yeah, and we'll start comparing all of them, or I'll talk about comparing them all. But just to wrap up Big Dam and just give him a lot of props. So first of all, he was doing a mixing, two mix workshops with me. A couple of you guys were there too, Jay Pena, a couple of you, and it shows. Honestly, it shows. It shows. We sat down for 2 hours, 3 hours, and just talked about mixing and mixing their beats. And dude, this is really, really good for a battle beat. It's amazing. I think so. Um, really good beat. Let me just listen to a couple, because I thought of some feedback, but I like kind of slipped my mind. Oh, okay, yeah. The little screams, the little right? I am I'm a big fan of extra stuff, but if you want it to be behind everything, I would lower it in volume. Sometimes it's a little loud. Or if you want it to be in your face, then literally put it in your face. Like make it louder and make it like in your face, and that's it. Right now it's in this be in between that for me, I don't like it as much. I rather it be really far away that I barely hear, but I hear it, or it's in my face. That's where I'm at. Cool. Let me see. That that's dope. That thing that's echoing, whatever that is. What is that? Like a something you added? That's not the sample, is it? That's not the sample. That. That's in the sample? I love that. Yeah, let's see. Okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, a couple of the times you do the low pass, high pass filters. So there are low pass filters. There's no right or wrong answer on how to do those, but I'll give you guys a little gem for those of you guys who may or may not do this or know this. So I notice you are fading it back up, like the low pass. You go, which is cool. Like a lot of people do sweeps like that, where they fade the here, right here. There's nothing wrong with it. It would be more impactful if it was low pass here and it then came back here, right? I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you an actual like so you can see what I mean, guys. So what is it? A high pass? No, it's a low pass, right? Okay. So let's just say that's the low pass. I mean, of course, I'm messing up this beat. And I'm gonna automate to where I like the fade into it though. But whatever. All right, whatever. So, whoops. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? So I'm just automating that for me, right? I know you didn't do it automated. Maybe you did it by hand, but just showing you. Hold on. Wait, what the fudge? What? Oh, I did it backwards. My bad. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I did it backwards. I'm sorry. Just give me a sec, guys. Okay, cool. All right. So it'll be like, let me make it bigger for you guys so you see what I'm doing. You see? I don't know. That's just something I've like learned to look for snares, like when the snare hits and there's so cool sound right after the snare. That's when I bring sounds back usually. But the fading in and out is cool. Just simply saying, just some, something to share with you. I like this. Oh yeah. No. It can get nuts, bro. You're right, Jay Pena. It can get crazy, bro. Because then what you can do, hold on, is so show automation new lane. Okay, cool. So hold on. So what you can do is you can do a low pass filter in this section, right? Like muffling it. And then you can do a high pass filter in just this section right after. Right. So you can do this. So like, so this one is a low pass filter. So check it out. Right? It makes that much cooler, I think. Yeah, that's dope. Big damn, bro. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, it's just stylistic, brother. So, you know what I'm saying? Just little things, just sharing the gems, and kind of techniques with you guys. And sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. So I'll respect a big damn. But yeah. So, man, all right. Here's so we do have to declare a winner, right? So I'm just gonna do a quick listen for like one or two loops to each, just to make sure I remember all of them. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Amazing. All right. I've made my verdict. I made my verdict. I want to hear what you guys think in the chat, contrasting all five of them. What do you guys think? You don't have to tell me which one you like best, or you can, but I want to know what you guys think. Just you know, before I tell you what I think, and then everyone's like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's what it is." But Real cool beats, man. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. This is one of the best battles. Big damn, all of them. Yeah. Big damn, you're a nice guy, brother. I don't care what they say about Argentinians. Big damn's cool though. My homie from Argentina, man. He's cool. He's a good guy. Yeah, you can't pick Jay Pena. I can pick. I can pick. I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts. Um, yeah, different vibes. Very different vibes. All of them. Very different vibes. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Real experimental. Ooh, exhale. Damn, it's crazy. Yo, all right, all right, all right. So for me this week, the winner for this one is Big Damn. Big Damn is the winner for this week. Give it a big round of applause for Big Damn. Let's go. How can I do like big something or I don't know. I'll just throw some glasses up there. Big Damn, congrats, my bro. To me, he's the winner this week. I'll explain to you guys why. So I really, really think so. My top three, I'll just tell you my top three were, and man, it's hard to choose, dude, because I like all of them. But my top, like I was beat, like I think Pineapples is way up there too. The way he used the sample is sick. It's sick, sick, sick. Like I have no complaints. Just yeah, hold on. Like right, like this is like some Jay Dilla shit. Like it's crazy, right? Right. Pedro, I think did the best flip. Like the sampling and the shit is nuts. Here's where Pedro lost me. In terms of just comparing the two or three. So Pineapple's drums, Pedro's drums, right? The drums just aren't coming through. And dude, drums are important. Big Damn's drums. Right? So I'm just thinking in a balanced way. I think Pedro, the whole drums discussion, that's the only thing. If Pedro got that hard knocking drums, he would have won this week from the perspective of how fucking crazy creative his flip is. Just the drum mixing for me wasn't there. Just that's it. That's the only thing. Big Dams is just the most well-rounded. For me, it's between him and Pineapple. So then it just becomes a taste thing. I think Big Dam did try to do a couple of things that I really liked. Pineapple did as well. So it's just one of those just taste things, guys. Any of these beats, I mean, I could see myself liking EC's better. It's just it's a little bit more experimental. When you hear Big Dam's beat, bro, it's just a solid beat, dude. It's a solid like beat tape type beat, right? This is a dope beat, bro. Right? Like how is this not dope? It's crazy. But Pineapples is nuts too. Yeah, Pineapple in the house. Pineapple speaks Spanish. Pineapples is nuts, bro. Yeah, Pineapples is crazy. Honestly, man. Yeah, it's a hard choice, man. But you know what? We just gotta week over week keep battling and keep doing our thing, or every couple weeks. So yeah, man. Big damn, big shout out. We'll talk about this being whether this is your entry to the tape. I'd love to make this the entry to the tape. I will say this though. I think they're different enough. I'm gonna throw this out there for Pedro. Um, Pedro's flip of it is nuts. They're different enough that I would keep this as a wild card for Pedro if he wants to keep it like a not release it. For when I'm making the tape, sometimes I do need extra beats, right? I'm like, oh man, I need this other beat. If Pedro still has this beat unreleased and he wants to keep it as a wild card, I'm down to use it as a wild card. I would say the same thing for Pineapple. Pineapple, if you don't release this beat, and by the time we're releasing a beat tape in 2, 3 months or something with these beats, and you want to throw it in there, I would keep this as a wild card because I could see myself using it. Your beat is sick. But Big Damn's the only one that's definitely guaranteed the spot on the tape. Big winner, Big Damn. Big winner, Big Damn. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd be down to hold it in my own catalog. Yeah, cool. I mean, whatever you decide, I'm just saying, I like all the beats. I really like Pineapples as well. So, it's good to have a lot of source material whenever we go to make a tape. That's one lesson I've learned. Like, I don't know if you guys recall last year, I was putting out a lot of singles, and you know, now I've been building up tracks so that I can release shit. You know what I'm saying? So to close out, I'm gonna hang out for another few minutes if you guys want to hang and show you guys a couple of tracks that I've been working on. If you want to listen, if you want to check out a few tracks, I'm down to show them. If you guys are down, of course. If you're not, then that's cool too. Tracks layout. You guys down? You guys down? You want to hang out for like 10 minutes and I'll show you a couple beats that I've been working on? All right.
I got HURT written in my mind.
You know what? I'll do you guys a even bigger one. Unofficial, quick. I'll show you sneak peek of a couple of the tracks from the tape that I'm working on with Tracks Leia. Sneak peeks, ladies and gents, sneak peeks only.
You better get your popcorn and your beers and find your seat real quick because this fight don't necessarily have to go 12 rounds.
That's round one in our tape that we're close to dropping. You guys may have heard this one as a single. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You see? This is one that is the single that we dropped together already.
These first moments are so important. Both fighters wanting to test the strength of the other.
It's crazy.
And now, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world from Boston, Massachusetts, marvelous Marvin. I can never understand.
Y'all heard this one. Check it out. So that's the single. Can't show y'all the whole thing, but that's the single. And that's already on Spotify, so you guys can, if you want to peep it, if you didn't already.
I'm kind of tired of all this talk and everything. I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to knock him out. Knock him out.
It's my Japanese shit right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's that Jay Pena joint, bro. Yeah, it's a dope beat. It's a dope beat. Yeah, I did her justice. I love her, man. I love her. Me and Jay Pena geek over the Japanese samples. I got this other track. I'll show you guys just a little bit because I don't want to piss Traxley off. Not that he'd be upset, but you know what I'm saying. Just got to show you all little snippets here and there. Let's see.
Wipe the tears. It'll all be over.
I know, bro. Oh, I showed this on the Jay Pena one day, yeah. And then this shit by Traxley is nuts, bro. He did this one.
I realize now what they want to see. Every championship fight, they want to see a knockout. They want to see somebody knocked down. They want to see somebody beat up.
EC. That one's nuts. All right, the one I was going to show you guys that's mine is this one.
I got H-U-R-T written in my mind.
Yes, sir. That's some different shit right there. All right, and then I think this last one is not ready to show, so I'm gonna chill. Yeah, man, really excited about that tape. Got a couple other joints I can show you guys real quick. I got a few more minutes. I got like 5 more minutes. I'll show you guys a few more. Oh man. All right. Just check this out, man. These are the chops. Traxley sent me this shit. These chops, man. Check this out, bro. This man sent me this for me to work with. Imagine how crazy I've been going over the last few days. He sent me this to work with, bro. I'm going nuts right now with this. I'm freaking it so hard. It ain't ready to show yet, but it's crazy. 976 love. Yeah, shit's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. This tape's gonna be amazing. It's awesome. I'm so excited about it. I haven't been this amped about shit since the last tape. I get crazy about all the tapes. All right, unreleased joints that don't have anything to do with this tape that I can show you guys a little more because you guys are the homies. Yo, Mateo, what up, brother? Unreleased joints. Let me just see. Oh, this is a darker joint, man. Let me see who in the chat likes this one. This is a little darker joint.
I'm not from here.
Just loud too. Some remix shit. Yeah, this is that's another joint. Yeah, man, I got a couple. All these are finished but unreleased. In fact, I got a few more that I didn't even drop in here, I think. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got more than this. What the fuck? For sure, for sure. Yeah, Eddie. Friggin' that's a dope one. I got that shit. Let me see what else we can show. Yeah, BFAT. Oh, you want to hear BFAT? That's your shit. I got another homie too that always tells me that shit. Like, when are you gonna drop it? When are you gonna drop it? This shit's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just dope. That's just dope. That's just dope. That shit is dope. And then, by the way, you guys ever use tracklib? I'm about to show you and change your mind. If you don't use tracklib, why you should use tracklib. So this beat I didn't make it on tracklib. I'll explain to you what I mean in a sec, but check this out. EC, check this out, boy.
Understand? Shit is hot.
Okay. So I'm like to explain to you why I even said anything about it. Yeah, shit's nuts. Shit's nuts. But I'll show you why. Bro, it's nuts. So, all right. So let me show you guys why I'm even bringing it up. All right. And thank you for the compliments. By the way, I'm not trying to be like an asshole or anything. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's fucking dope. But it's like the samples was dope, I think, right? Yeah, right. Bro. One of these. Yeah, this one. Check it out, bro. So look at this sample, dude. All right. So in tracklib, yeah, man, no, for sure, pineapple, for sure. So on tracklib, check out what you guys can do. What you can do. Look at this shit. Right? Oof. So it's kind of loud. My bad. My mastering is better than their mastering. It's kind of loud. It's crazy. Hold on. Let me turn down the fucking volume real quick on this shit. It's crazy. Open volume mixer. Yeah, this shit's too loud. Where is it? Google Chrome. Okay, cool. So check it out. All right. So y'all heard that? So now you could do this loop function, which I think a lot of us knew already. Right? So I can loop this part. No, here. I can loop that shit, right? Damn, it's fucking loud. Hold on. My bad, guys. Fudge. It's so loud. Right? And then you click beat. And it like adds a basic beat, bro. So you can see if you fuck with it. It's okay. So they had me. They got me. They got me. And then you can pitch it up or down, bro. So like, dude, that you can make a whole beat here and like I could geek on this shit all day, dude. And then you can play around with it. Like, check it out. Like, you can play it. You know what I'm saying? You can select the part. So, dude, I be making beats on here. And once I like come up with something that I'm like, yeah, I like that, then yeah, dude, I just like you can't export the beat, but I'm saying you kind of like can trial stuff out quickly. Dude, I've been coming up with ideas so quickly, it's insane. I hate to be of advertisement for them, but it's nuts. Oh, where's the volume? Dude, shit, thank you. I just saw the message. The fucking volume's crazy on here. So yeah, like that's one. There's a couple in here that I messed around with. Let me see. No, hold on. Yeah, okay. So loop it right there, right? It's nuts. I just made a beat. Like, it's insane. It's a cheat code, bro. It's a cheat code. Straight cheat code. Yeah, so then when you fuck with this and you're like, you found the loop, then guess what? You just like download, you download your sample and then just get after it. There's no excuses. There's no, you wasted a million years. Nothing. Look at this shit. Yeah. So, like you can literally, I get a solid idea of what I'm doing already. Right? Yeah, EC, you can download just that loop. Now, it won't let you download it pitched or with the beat, but you can download just the loop. Yeah, if I click download loop, it would just give me that loop. I don't like doing that though, because then you don't have the rest of the sample. But this gives you a big indication of like, yeah, like, dude, this is a beat, right? Like, bro, I just don't see how you can win without it nowadays in terms of just like that function. Now, the sucky part is obviously tracklib does not have all the samples in the world. So, of course, like a lot of us like sample stuff outside of that. I get it. But just saying, man, the tools are there. I don't want to hear it. Like, they got so much crazy shit. Hold on. Yeah. Like, I made a beat. Yeah. The cool part about it, EC, is if you download this loop and then you download this loop, it doesn't count any more credits towards you. Like once you download anything that has to do with the song, whether it's the whole song or a loop, then you can download, any other loop. So like you could kind of do that too if you want to like keep it light on your phone, you feel me? The classic Sam too. Yeah, man. Let me see. I found some crazy shit in here. I mean, I've been like digging lately. That right there is everything. I think. Like, bro, this is a cheat code. We just made a beat. It's not even cool. And you can have other shit too. Like, you can just put like a trap beat over it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Big damn. Take care, brother. I'm about to hop off here in a few minutes too, but just wanted to share that little gem with you guys. Um, Maybe I should do you guys think I should do like a stream where all I do is just like do little beats from from tracklib? Like literally just like jam out to beats on tracklib. And then y'all just go and just download the sample and just do whatever. Like maybe I should just do like a stream where like for an hour I just make beats on tracklib. I wonder to what degree that's a problem with copyright or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? There's so many good samples. The only thing is that their soul game is. I mean, sometimes I just want to make something that Hold on, let me stop the sample. Sometimes I want to make something from a sample I just hear, right? So it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, so like, you see, bro, I'm making some trap shit. Or I don't know, whatever. You can mess around with this for hours, bro. Hours. So anyways, I won't really beat a dead horse. Go to tracklib. If you're not a part of tracklib yet, let me send you the invite code, bro. Get 50 credits. How do I get 50 credits again? For every friend that joins tracklib, blah blah blah, we'll give you 50 credits and your friend 30 days free trial. Yes. Yeah, copy link, bro. Copied, pasted. Tracklib. What the heck's going on? Resident artists, add everyone. Yeah, bro. If you guys have not done this already, wait, what? What happened? Then sign up through this link. I'm not even getting paid for this, but I do want the 50. I really do. All right, brother. All right, man. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure. Those of you guys who did come in, thank you for so much for being part of the chat. I had fun. I hadn't streamed in a long time. For a while, I was kind of jaded about it. I was just like, whatever. Like, no one cares. No one cares about my music. No, I'm joking. No, it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's tiring setting everything up. But some homies turned me on to StreamYard, which I totally got to pay for it so it doesn't show the stupid StreamYard thing. But it's like one of the best. You know how like people use OBX? It's one of the best alternatives to OBX from what I'm somewhat what? Yeah, from what I can tell, it's one of the best alternatives to OBX. So just I think they've made it so easy that now I have no excuse. I'm thinking of just going for it and streaming more. If I do continue to stream, I'm going to stream on YouTube. You already know. I'm trying to slowly but surely start getting into the YouTube game. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I do want to put out my content on YouTube. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. OBS free though, yes, but I don't know, man. I like easy platforms, easy setup, and this is easy. This one's free actually. I do have to pay if I want to get the StreamYard thing off. I'm gonna look to see why I should pay them, if I even should pay them. Maybe they'll sponsor me. I wonder if they sponsor me. I'll reach out. All right. Peace out, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Do not drink and drive. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Peace out.